I know in the past I've done episodes talking about my favorite G-Shocks, but I don't think I've ever really covered the best G-Shock. And I really do think there is a difference between my favorite and then what I believe objectively is the best quality G-Shock. And obviously, based on the topic of the video, you already know that I'm talking about the GWF-1000. And this is based on G-Shocks that I own in my own personal collection. So of course I don't own every single G-Shock, so I can't speak for every single one, but in my personal collection, I genuinely believe that on any day I will tell you that the GWF-1000 is the best quality G-Shock that I own. And that is an easy determination. The second you get the Frogman in your hand, it is in your face apparent just how solid this watch is. Everything from the solid case material, so you might think that the outer material is resin. However, if you go underneath the surface, you will find that the actual body of the case is all metal, and that really plays into how solid the entire watch feels. It almost feels like a monocoque design. Something that also plays into just how fantastic this watch is the color scheme. You've got everything that makes a G-Shock a G-Shock, at least for those of you that were raised in the 90s and 80s. You've got the red text and those bold letters on the top, side, and bottom saying G-Shock, Frogman, shock resist. And of course you've got the tough solar on the bottom strap and then protection proudly labeled on the top. Speaking of the design, how the entire dial is slightly offset based on the center line of the bracelet or band gives it a really cool futuristic look, something that you would expect to see in maybe Blade Runner or just one of those fantastic retro sci-fi movies. Those two bold proprietary case screws on the top also really give it a cool aesthetic. And the way that the pushers look on both sides of the case are just absolutely fantastic and cool looking. And normally it's difficult to accurately portray how solid something is via a screen. However, I think the G-Shock Frogman does so effortlessly. It's very easy to see just how solid and tank-like this watch truly is. Now, getting my obvious obsession over the Frogman out of the way, the real purpose of this video is to show you the band swap out that I'm going to do. So I went ahead and ordered some J's and K's lug adapters. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I think the watch will look cool with a NATO strap, but also I really want to preserve the resin band. And the best way to preserve a resin band is to not wear it. You know, this watch was designed to be used and abused, but I have no reason for the resin band, so if I can put it away in the box and increase its lifespan while using a aftermarket NATO strap, then I'll do it, and I just think it'll look cool as well. So really, I'm killing two birds with one stone. So starting off, again with the shout out, I got all of this stuff from J's and K's eBay store. No, I'm not sponsored by them, and no, they are not paying me to do this video. I just appreciate a good business and honest business, and so far it seems like J's and K's is exactly that. Very quick to respond and excellent customer service. So, going back to the Lug Adaptor, this is not designed for the GWF-1000. There is a workaround, and J's and K's does have a very good video covering it, and I figured I'd do it for myself. And you know, the fit according to the video, is not perfect, but it works. So I went ahead and ordered the metal version just because I felt like it would be more solid. So let's go ahead and check it out. So first step, I'm going to go ahead and remove the 4 lug screws on either side of the of the lugs, really. So there you have it, super easy to do. I will make mention that this tiny screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, did come with the J&K package. So I think that's just a great touch that they provide you the simple, cheap tool required to do this. I will say it's pretty crappy. I'll probably just go ahead and use my own Phillips head screwdriver. But either way, I appreciate the touch. I think it's a very nice touch. Let's take a quick look at the lug adapter. So this part is going to sit in the main case, and then on either side, these screws, lug screws, are gonna screw in on either side. So there is gonna be a little bit of side-to-side play because this portion here, this center portion, is not perfectly fit to the 1000. However, it's solid enough and secure enough, apparently, to use it on the GWF-1000. So let's go ahead and see if that is in fact the case. Okay, I got the first lug adapter in, and as you can see, there is some side-to-side wobble or play, but considering that this is metal and the screws are metal, everything's metal, so everything's going to be solid. I have no concern, based on how I'm going to wear this watch, that it's going to be an issue at all. Plus, once I get the NATO strap in, that will also add some, more stability to the overall package. Let's go ahead and get that other lug adapter in. As far as how much torque you want to apply with these screws, I just hand tighten it until I feel some resistance, and then maybe I'll give it just an extra turn after that, but just barely, so that way I don't run into any risk of stripping the threading or even the head of the screw itself. Because in all reality, these screws aren't going to experience any kind of, any kind of resistance or torque applied to it, so they're not going to like come loose or anything. So there's no need to really wrench down on them. So there you have it. There is some of that side-to-side play, but that was expected, and that was also very clearly communicated from J&K's. Because I did ask if they had a GWF-1000 lug adapter. They said no, they recommended this one, and they warned me to, first they told me to watch the video that they did, and also they mentioned it, so I knew exactly that this was going to be the case. So let's go ahead and put that NATO strap on it. For the NATO strap, I'm going to go with the Kahake NATO strap. I'm joking, it's khaki. I'm a huge Trailer Park Boys fan, so I like to call it Kahakes. But there you go, this is the one I'm gonna use. If I remember, I'll make sure to put the product link in the description as well. And before we do that, let's go ahead and show you the dimensions, or the diameter. So this lug adapter comes in at 22 millimeters. Very good size. Let's go ahead and put that bad boy in. Very easy. There's a lot of clearance here to put the strap through. Look at that. That is badass. Not a lot of you might be fans of NATO straps, but for me, I am a sucker for NATO bands. I don't know why. The second you put a NATO strap on a watch, it completely changes the look for me, and in a good way. It makes it fun, it makes it exciting, like an adventure watch. Like automatically it becomes an adventure watch. There's something about these metal loops here, everything about it. I don't know, I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like on wrist. There it is on my 7.5-inch wrist, and that is badass. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is probably gonna be my watch of the month. I'm probably gonna be wearing this every single day for at least a month. That is awesome, super comfortable. Yeah, I really like that. And you know, these straps, these bands, you know, I say that I'm doing this to preserve it. Like I said, these things are designed to be used and abused, so you don't really need to worry about it too much. The only time that your resin band or strap is going to experience that rot is obviously through time. You know, time, it's inevitable. Everything will deteriorate over time, but what will expedite the process is daily exposure to chemicals like chlorine, soap, dish soap, hand soap, you name it, and just improper care, you know. So if you really want to take good care of these things, then you know, when you wash them, just, you know, some light warm water, that's what I recommend, and then immediately dry it off, and you know, try avoiding too much direct exposure to sunlight. That's just my recommendation. That's what I do, and I've noticed that my resin bands have lasted significantly longer, you know, much more than double what I'm used to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one last clean of this one and put it back in the original box for, you know, later use. Hopefully I'll never use these ever again, just because I think that is awesome. I do have another Frogman on the way. I've got the D1000, and I'm super excited about that one. And just a quick preview of the crazy mad scientist experiment. I also ordered this PVD black bracelet from Jason Case. And also, oh, what is this? What is this madness? See this? What is this? Look at that. Madness. So I will be putting this on my D1000, and I'm super excited to see just how badass that is going to look. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else with this one. Maybe, you know, if I add like a band compass, you know, one of those clip attachments on, you know, not because I would ever use it, really just because I think that would look cool. It would kind of tie in the whole adventure watch look to it. But there you have it. God, that is awesome. If you have not done this modification yet and you own a Frogman, highly recommend it. Plus it's just super easy to do. Not the cheapest. I think the lug adapters cost around $30 to $40, so definitely it's a labor of love. You know, you really gotta want to do this, because the amount of material you're getting for that much money is you know, it's not a good investment, but still, I think it's very cool. So anyways, I'm kind of at the point of rambling, so I'll cut it off here. I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, nothing too serious. I just wanted to just film something real quick and not really make it a review, just talk about how much I love the Frogman. Man, this thing is cool. I could seriously talk about the Frogman all day long. And if you're on the fence, if you've been thinking about which G-Shock to get, if you find a good price on one of these, then go for it. Don't even think about it, just get one. Alright, but anyways, that's all I gotta say. I hope you enjoyed it, and tune in to my next episode or review, and I'll catch you guys later. Alright, bye.